activities you could recommend to either tie into training sessions or off the field to nurture awareness and empathy in younger players? And that comes from Matt Ream in Iowa.
No, I love it. Thank you for that question, Matt. And yeah, it's a great question. I think one thing that I immediately think about so I spoke earlier about avoidance, how we like to avoid these topics with young kids. And I've been in this situation coaching young children where even, maybe people this will ring a bell for people. Young kids, maybe even as young as 6 or 7, are playing, and one young child will say something descriptive, right, to a teammate, saying, "Oh, this black child, or that coach who's black," and some kids might turn and say, "Oh, shh, don't say that. You can't say that. That's racist." And really, the idea there is that even the mention of black, even as a descriptive, black is taught as something that's bad, and it's like, oh, we can't even mention that. And I think when it comes to young kids, even though, yes, we're not going to, throw a James Baldwin book at them and expect them to read that and digest that and understand that. But what we can often do is again, be intentional about the language that we use in front of them and that they use with one another. So really, to me, with young kids, it's about communication. It's about how do they speak to one another? What are the subtle things that develop sort of that kids do that sort of show insecurity. For example, you show kids a certain action, and kids will get on some other kid because they'll be like, "Oh, don't show off," if somebody is expressing themselves with the ball or something. And it's like, no, we have to knock that idea out. We want to be, we want to show off our skills when we play. We want to be good. It isn't that's the insecurity that white supremacy has, really, right? That's what it is. And so it's tackling that in every way that happens. I think in terms of concrete activities, listen, obviously with COVID, it's difficult because now we have this social distancing, and it ruins football in a way because football is about touching people, right? It's about space. It's about interacting. It's a social sport. But I think something as simple as encouraging young players to celebrate goals together. So if you're playing small-sided games, make it even a rule, right? That, hey, this goal doesn't count unless you have a cool celebration, and all of a sudden kids are coming together and they're celebrating together. That is about solidarity. Because think about it. If I'm the kid who is, again, the left back, or I'm, on the other side of the field, and I see my teammate score, if only that child celebrates, that says something about the environment that we have as a team. But if everybody goes and celebrates with that child, that is a team in solidarity. Those are kids who understand, hey, it's not just about me, it's about what we do as a collective. So, and there's so many other concrete examples, but I think let's start there with communication, and with kids understanding that it's not necessarily just about them, it's about celebrating their teammates as well.